Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another video. So this time we are going to be doing my Season 11 death predictions for the Walking Dead TV show. This will be my last ever predictions for the main show, at least, because of course this will be the final season. So this will be interesting. Now, often I prefer to do death predictions a little bit in advance because I think it's easier to do them closer to the date. So these are just going to be some things. I could be very wrong. I was pretty wrong in my last one, so don't take this with too much truth, but hey, there's every chance that I could be right. So also a little bit of caution. There will be comic book spoilers in this video, so please do not watch if you are planning to read the comics and do not want it to be spoiled for you. If you're not bothered, then carry on watching, and obviously there's every potential that I could potentially spoil something in the show, so watch with caution. So we're going to go through all the group, starting with Alexandria, then the Hilltop. Now, I know that the Hilltop is gone now, and all the Hilltopians, or whatever you want to call them, have moved to Alexandria, but I can't fit every single person who's in Alexandria on the page, so I've still got a separate category for the Hilltop. So I do know that the Hilltop is gone, I get that, but just for sort of convenience, I've put the Hilltoppers on their own page. So starting with Judith Grimes. Do I think Judith Grimes will be dead or alive? Well, I think Judith is pretty damn safe. I don't see how they're going to kill Judith. I think she's going to be a legacy character, and I'm really hoping for a flash forward, or what do you want to call it, like a time skip, where we see her as an older woman and she has a son or daughter of her own. RJ, I think, should also be included in that flash forward. Maybe not as big of a character in it. He could be there in and around. I think it would be kind of nice if the role that Herschel Jr. plays in the comic time skip in the future, if that was maybe done with RJ, because I think it could hit a bit closer to home for Judith. And I also think that Herschel Jr. probably should be Judith's like husband, not for the sake of like, oh, well, you want to just mash together two of the legacy characters. It's more of a case that I don't really know who else could really be Judith's future husband. Like I'm unsure like who else they could have that would really have an impact. So yeah, Carol and Daryl are safe because of their spin-off show. We know that's probably happening, so I don't see how they're going to kill those guys off. I do think what they're going to do is they'll probably do the time skip anyway, show us RJ and Judith in the future, and then have Carol and Daryl's spin-off show act between the end of season 11 and this little time skip that is the real end of season 11. It will probably be somewhere in between that time skip. Gabriel. Do I think Gabriel is going to be safe? No. So after watching, originally I was going to put him as safe. I thought, oh, they're just going to keep him around. Now, of course, in the comics, he is dead. He dies in the comics, and he has so far surpassed his death in the comics. Now, in the show, I think Gabriel is going to serve the same purpose that Dwight did in the comics. So in the comics, Dwight, of course, goes a bit insane when he comes to the Commonwealth. He's a bit righteous, and he wants to sort of he wants to basically start a war. And Rick, in response, shoots him in the head. Now, I think Gabriel is going to be something similar. I think we have seen Gabriel go down a particular path where he's becoming quite ruthless in the name of his people. And I think they're going to do something similar where he will just be like, no, fuck these people. We've got to fight back. And then maybe Aaron, potentially, or Carol. I think Aaron would make sense because we have obviously had that whole episode with him, Gabriel and Aaron, in the COVID bonus episode. So yeah, maybe Aaron is the one to kill Gabriel. Plus he looks like Rick, so why not? But yeah, that's what I think is going to happen to Gabriel. Rosita, I think, will be fine. Aaron, I think, will be fine. I don't see both of them dying. Rosita obviously has surpassed her death, but I don't really see any chance of her dying, really. Scott, I actually think Scott will be fine. I think he will make it through till the end. He'll be that one background character who just never bites the bullet. We have Kyle. I don't know about Kyle. I don't even know if he's going to come back. There's every chance he won't come back. I do have a separate category, but I think, if anything, he will either come back and die, or he'll just be confirmed to have died at some point. He is listed as alive on the wiki, but I don't know when we last saw him. We have Coco. I think Coco will be fine. Barbara. I think Barbara is another background character who I don't see dying anytime soon. I think she will be great. Nora, I think, will be fine. I think we probably will see her again, hopefully. Although she's not like anything amazing, but it'd be cool just to see her again. Mrs. Robinson, I have no clue. I don't think she's going to come back. I just think they're going to confirm that she died at some point. Negan, I do think Negan will live. I think there is a slight chance that he could get Rick Grimes' death. And the reason why I think there's a chance he could get Rick Grimes' death is because just think of it. Like, Negan redeems himself to the point where he stops a war with our group and the Commonwealth, and as a result he is shot in his bed and killed. And then a statue of Negan is erected in the town square, and Maggie has to look at that statue every day. It's real bittersweet because at one point, yeah, Negan did something good and Maggie can acknowledge that. Maybe as a result he saved Herschel Jr.'s life, and so it's hard for her to see that statue or for the rest of her life because it's, in the square. But I don't know, I think there's a lot of bittersweetness there. So that's the main reason why I think there's a slight chance that Negan will die. But do I think they will do that? Probably not. Then we have this kid. I forget his name. Gotta be brutally honest. I think he was a savior. So his name is Marcus. I don't think we'll see him. Alice, I don't think we'll see her. Then we have these two, Jen and Wayne. Jen and Wayne. Don't think we'll see them. And then we have Gracie. Yeah, Gracie will be fine. And this kid, whose name is Jonah. I don't think we'll see him either. Then we have Maggie's group. Oh, so I know they've joined Alexandria. Well, not 3 of them, but the rest of them have. So, Maggie, this is my controversial one, but I think Maggie will die because I think she will get Rick's death. Now, I think Rick's death has to be a character we've had for a long time. And the only 2 characters we have from season 1 are, of course, Daryl and Carol. But they can't really kill those guys off because they've got their spin-off show. Now, granted, there's every chance that the spin-off show was A, bullshit, B, happening at some other point. Like, so there's maybe going to be a time skip and the spin-off happens between that time skip. So there is a slight chance that they could be killed off. But I'm thinking the best person for Rick's death is Maggie. I am considering if they need it, but the main reason why I think it would work out for Maggie is she's this born leader, so I think it makes sense for her to step into the same role that Rick did in the comics, and it would give. I think it would be the most impactful character for them to kill off. So I don't really see. They could do it with Negan, and I think that would be pretty awesome. However, I don't think it's going to have a big of an impact if it were Maggie. Then we have Herschel Jr. Yeah, he'll be fine. I think we'll see him in the future. In the time skip. Elijah, I think Elijah will be fine. And then we have Georgie's group. I generally think that all 3 of them, so Georgie, Hilda, and Midge, I think they'll all probably be killed off by the Reapers. I think the Reapers are probably going to be a small threat in the first half of season 11. We'll probably see a little bit with them, maybe a little bit of a skirmish with them. It could potentially impact the meeting with the Commonwealth, so maybe there's like a little war when the Commonwealth arrives and they're like, what the hell's going on? This is like, these are your people, blah blah blah. Cause a little bit of a rift. Maybe the Commonwealth thinks they're like a bunch of savages because of that. And I think as a result, the Reaper, the guy called Pope, so this is meant to represent Pope, if you didn't realise, the leader of the Reapers, I think he will probably either reveal or show or kill on screen Georgie and the twins. I think he'll probably just say, yeah, I killed those guys, they're dead. All three of them are dead. So, yeah. Then we have Cole. Now, I think Cole is being set up to replace Dante in the comics. So, I think what's probably going to happen, there might be a little bit of a thing between Maggie and Negan. Eventually, Maggie decides not to kill Negan. Maybe Negan does something really, really good, so she can't because he did something very, very good. And so I think then she's going to get with Cole, and Cole will be her new love interest. It could be Elijah, potentially, but I think from what they're setting up, it feels more like it would be Cole, but there is every chance it is Elijah. I don't know, but I'm going to go with Cole. And then we, of course, have Pope. This is meant to represent Pope. I think they will have a little skirmish with this Pope guy and the rest of the Reapers, and of course, I think Pope will die. I don't think he'll be making it out. Then we have the Hilltop. So, we, of course, have Eugene. Eugene will be fine. Alex, he's like the little doctor for the Hilltop, but now he's obviously moved back to Alexandria. He is originally from Alexandria, though. I think Alex will probably be fine. Alden, I think, will be fine. Although I do think there's a slight chance that he could get the Dwight death instead of Gabriel, but we haven't really seen much from him as of late. Like, I know he was there in the finale and stuff, but really we haven't had so much with him, and I think most of his anger was more towards the Whisperers, so I don't see them giving him a death. I think he's probably just going to fade into the background a little bit, not going to lie. Ezekiel, I think, will generally be fine. I think the Commonwealth will cure his thyroid cancer, and he will be dandy. Diane, I think, will be fine. Is it Bertie? I think that's her name, Bertie. I'll just double check. Yeah, Bertie, she'll be alright. Marco, I think Marco will probably die at some point. I think they've got to throw in a few deaths somewhere, and it will probably just be faces we recognise, and I think Marco's a face that we recognise, so I think they'll probably just throw his death. Gage, I don't know, what the hell have they done with Gage? Because he was like, there was those three people, the two highwaymen, was it the woman, Margot, and Alfred, and him, and they're the guys who attacked Lydia, and they killed Margot off straight away, obviously, because Negan killed her. They killed Alfred in the Beta killed him, but then Gage just kind of faded into the background, and they made him out to be like a small, like a minor villain, like a new Ron, if you will, but now he's just kind of not been seen, so I'm thinking they probably will bring him back, and they probably will kill him off. That could potentially be a nice plotline for Lydia. Maybe he's still pissed at Lydia. I don't know. Jerry, I think, will be fine. Nabila and Jerry's children will all be alright. Then we have Brianna. I think probably either confirmed to be dead or actually be killed on screen. I think it's probably the former. She'll probably just be confirmed to, yes, that one's dead. Same with Cal. I think Cal will probably just be confirmed to be dead. Same with Quan. I think he will be just confirmed to be dead. And Eduardo, I think, will just be confirmed to be dead. Hilltop continued. So we have Magna and some other people. So Magna, I think Magna will die. I think she could be a good final punch to this group of characters. So whether it be rescuing Connie, whether it be something to do with the Commonwealth, I think she will die to elevate Yumiko, and to elevate Luke, and to elevate Kelly. The way they've set Magna up in the show, she doesn't feel the same as she is in the comics. I think Yumiko has taken Magna's role from the comics more than Magna has. So that's why I think Magna's death is probably going to happen. Again, every chance it won't, but that's what I'm going with. Luke, I think, will be fine. Yumiko will be fine. Connie will be fine. Kelly, I'm a little iffy on, but I'm going to go with fine, because I think they're going to give the death to Magna, but I'm like 51-49 on that. Dog, if they kill Dog, we riot. He'll be fine. Maybe in the time skip he'll be dead, but I don't know if we count that. Do we count that if he's like dead in the time skip? Because like realistically, he would be dead if they do a 30-year time skip. But for all intents and purposes, let's say he's fine. Lydia, she will be fine. And finally, we have Adam. I think he'll be fine. I think it's going to be awesome to see all these like grown-up characters. We could see Adam, Gracie, grown-up Lydia, grown-up Judith and RJ, and this is going to be awesome. And then we have Oceanside. Sydney, I think will be fine. Rachel will be fine. Jules, I think she's probably going to be there as a death for Luke. I don't know how that she'll die, but they've got to throw some deaths in there. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Jules because it's a character we sort of saw, and they focused on her and Luke a little bit in the finale. So, yeah. Then we have some others. So I throw in Virgil. Virgil, I think, will die. Whatever's going with Virgil and Connie, I'm not too sure what the hell's going on there. But whatever happens, I think Virgil will probably die as a result. Princess, she'll be alright. Then we have Leah, which is Daryl's girl. Okay, we'll do these people first. So these are the 3 people that Michonne found on the boat with Virgil's group. So we got Lucy, Castell, and Jeremiah. I just don't think we'll see them, is what I'm concluding here. Leah will be alright because she's going to appear in the Commonwealth. I think that's quite clear they're doing that. So, yeah. And then we have the 2 Commonwealth people. The Interrogator, I think the Interrogator will die. I think he's a bit of an asshole, so we've got to see him die. And then the other dude, I think he'll be fine. The Trooper will be alright. Then we have some unknown locations. So these are characters that we have not seen in a while, or we do not know where they are. So we have Rick and Michonne, of course, which, again, I think they will be alright. They're having their movie, as well as Anne, and as well as Heath. I think Heath will likely appear in the movie. There is every chance they could just say he's dead and confirm it off screen. Like, there was a guy that we took from Anne. This guy, he had like... sort of describe how he looks and like, we killed that guy. And then Rick's like, that's Heath. And then Anne could be like, yeah, well, I don't know what they do with these people. I don't know. They could just do that and confirm he's dead, but I think we probably will see him, and I do think he'll probably die. To be fair, I think both him and Anne will likely die in the movies, so, but I mean, they're not going to die in the show, is what I'm trying to say. Then we have some saviors. So there's a lot of saviors where we just don't know where they are. So, of course, we have Amber. I don't think we'll see her again. Tanya, I don't think we'll see her again. Mark, don't think we'll see him again. Gina, don't think we'll see. Potter, don't think we see. Jose, don't think we'll see. Brooke, I don't think we'll see. Mel, John, I don't think we'll see. And this kid is from the Kingdom, I believe. So his name is Joshua. And then we have Jenny. And then we have William. I don't think we're going to see any of these characters. I think they're just gone. It's really a shame because I think at least Amber and Mark and Tanya, they were like, they had some character to them. Not much, but they had a little bit. So it would have been nice just to see them now and again. But I don't think the actors have been brought back, which is, like I said, kind of a shame. And then we have Franklin. So this is Laura's dad, adopted dad, I think. Of course, he was in the Here's Negan episode. So where the hell is he at? Because he should be a savior, right? Well, I think it's quite clear he's dead. Because if you think back to season 7 and season 7 of The Walking Dead, remember that Negan killed Dr. Emmett Carson by throwing him in the furnace. And Dr. Emmett Carson was a doctor. And then as a result of that, he had to go to Hilltop and take their doctor because he needed a doctor. And in the dialogue, literally, Harlan Carson says, why does the Hilltop need 2 doctors? And then, obviously, Trevor Phillips, or Stephen Ogg's character, Simon, says, answer is, we don't need 2 doctors. Implying that Emmett Carson was the only doctor in the sanctuary, which means that Franklin is dead, because he's a doctor. So, I think we can infer quite easily there that he's dead already. I don't even think he's gonna die in the show. He's already dead. Plus, we never saw him react to Laura's death. Surely he would move to the same community that Laura moved in, meaning that he would be in Alexandria somehow, somewhere. Yeah, he's dead. I'm pretty sure about that for that. And then we have fear characters. Morgan will be fine. Dwight will be fine. Sherry, I think, will be killed off in fear, but it doesn't really matter too much. But there you go. So, that's my predictions. Yeah. So I think the big deaths we're getting are Gabriel, of course. Gabriel, Maggie, I think will be a big death we'll get. And Georgie, if you want to count her. And we'll have Pope, which will be like a mini villain I think they're going to have. Then, of course, we'll have Marco as a death, probably. Not exactly big, but Magna is a big death. I think that'll be sad. Jules as a death. Virgil as a death. Interrogation Man as a death, probably. And then that's pretty much it. We've gone through everyone else. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm right. I don't really care. See you next one. Goodbye.